Hi everybody. My 1030 dogs are here. One is this mixed breed dog. This is the one I'm making the video about. And this is my Basset Hound puppy. His name is Tater and he's 5 months old. But this is the guy's roommate that I'm grooming. She's a little girl. I'm going to let my dog hang out with us until he starts getting wound up, and then he will be kicked out. So I'm starting their groomings with some coffee. These are my dogs. Both of them have died, but they're still my dogs. So the dog that I'm grooming today is a little funny. He's not in good health, and I really don't want to pick him up because I just don't feel comfortable. He might bite me, he might not, but I'm still having him walk up the ramp instead of grabbing him. A lot of dogs will snap at you, especially older dogs, if they're blind and you come up behind them, and he is blind. Alright, a little history before we get started. He's been coming here for many years, and his owner said this is probably his last grooming. He's having a hard time standing. But the bad thing about him is he's got such bad teeth that he does not like his face touched. So I'm not touching his face. I'm using a toothbrush to wash it. I'm just putting on some shampoo, standing from behind him, and washing it the best I can with the toothbrush. But it's not going to get clean because, as you will see later in the video, his face is full of scabs and mats. It's hard to see from here, but trust me, it's pretty bad. And his teeth are in such bad shape. He doesn't like his face touched, and I can't say I blame him. He did good today, but he has tried to bite me before, messing with his face, so I just prefer to not touch it. I'm also putting conditioner on him too. I'm trying to wash his face again, but he doesn't like it, so what can you do? I was going to put a happy hoodie over his ears to cover his ears up because he is an old dog and a lot of old dogs don't like the blow dryer. But I didn't want to mess with his face because you have to kind of rub their face as you put on the happy hoodie, and I'm not trying to get bit. But he didn't mind anyway. Tater is still behaving, but there is a fly that keeps landing on him that's bothering him and driving him crazy. So I'm just using the spray disinfectant here and wiping it off with this cotton ball. Also, I use these little toothbrushes. Where'd it go? I think I threw it away. Let me get another one. There it is. I use these toothbrushes just to clean out the blade because the oil will jam it up. It's kind of like when you cut your grass, the lawnmower jams up. If the grass is wet, it's the same thing with blades. If the hair is wet or if the oil is in the blade, it just jams up and you can't get it through the fur. So that is clean. He's getting a number 10 blade all over. And actually, my 30 blade broke yesterday, so I have to make sure I got my 30 blade first before I get started. And obviously, this is my dog, and he is being very calm today because his sister is not here. She's getting spayed. See, if you're a groomer, you know, like, the worst part of the job for me is rushing. It really is so stressful to rush. So I don't do that many dogs because I don't have to rush. But it took me 10 minutes to find a 30 blade. And I have tons of blades. But of course, when you need it, you can't find it. So I'm going to go ahead, because I like to use 30 blade for the pads of the feet. If I can find my oil, I'm going to go ahead and oil this. And I will be ready to get this guy out. Like I said, it's really old, and I'm not sure how old he is. I have to look at the file. But He's not doing well and he's not standing too good. And I told her I might not be able to finish. She didn't say anything, but I mean, what can you do? You can only do what you can do. Let's get started. And I'm not complaining, but I just want y'all to know. So if you have a dog that's a nervous pooper and you take them to the vet, see? I gotta go again. Walk them first. And don't just walk them for 2 seconds. Like, really walk them. Let them go. Now, he's been coming here for years, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, would you want to be in a cage if you had to go to the bathroom? I mean, that's miserable. Sit back there and have to hold it the whole time, unless you're like him and you don't hold it, you just go. But it's like, take your dog for a walk. Like, I don't mind if dogs poop in my yard. They can walk. Like, I've heard some people complain they don't want their customers pooping in their yard. I've heard that, but I don't care. Take them in. Let them smell stuff. Let them smell the flowers, because they like to pee on the flowers. They like to poop on the flowers, on the trees, and they like to go. And like this guy likes to go over and over and over and over. But anyway, long story short, when she got here, first thing I said is, did he poop? Yeah, he went. I was like, okay. Did you see him go? You know, because I don't know why they don't want to walk their dogs. They really just don't want to. I don't know if they're embarrassed that their dog is pooping out there. I mean, I don't get it. And they don't just poop a little bit, guys. Dogs can keep going and going and going. So let them walk for like 5 minutes. Like, let them go. And sometimes they're too nervous to go in a strange yard. They don't know they're allowed to go in the yard. So it takes them a minute to figure out that that's what they're doing. Don't be in such a hurry to just drop them off, because here's the thing. If they poop all over themselves when they're in their cage and we have to rebathe them, everything is just going to take longer. Or if you come to pick up your dog and we don't know that they pooped, we go back there to get them, they're covered in poop. And then what are you going to do? Like, take home a dog covered in poop? Like, we have other dogs to do. We can't just keep rebathing them. And most dogs can hold it, but some dogs can't. They just poop constantly. This is one of them. Just saying, I'm shaving out the pads of his feet with a 30 blade, and he is having a hard time standing, so I don't know how long he's going to be able to stand, but just going to keep going until I have to stop. He wasn't standing too well in the bathtub. He doesn't bite, but since his mouth hurts, you know, he's got a bunch of bad teeth. He can get a little nippy for his face, but just a little. He's not bad, but he just tries to get away. So if I can't get the hair off his face, I'm not doing it. I feel like he should go to the vet. I'm gonna go ahead and wear my mask while they shave his body, so I'm breathing all the hair. Number 10 blade, all over. His hair is very thin, so he's going to have some bald spots. Okay, so whenever I shave a dog with a 10 blade, which is very short, it's very hard to shave these back legs because of the bones, the way the bones stick out. So for the legs, I like to come back with a 7 in reverse and shave against the growth. That way it'll end up being the same length as the 10 blade. I hope y'all can hear me with my mask on, because I gotta wear it. just shaving the tip of his tail here. His hair is, like I said, his hair is very thin. He hardly has any hair on his tail. Alright, here's poop area. It's covered in poop. Imagine that. So, it's stuck on there. I'm going to have to use a 30 blade to get it off. So, I'm going to change my blade. And yes, he had a bath, and no, I can't get it off in the bathtub. I have to shave it off. It's just stuck. 30 blade is very short and very sharp, and of course, his butt is pussy back here from the poop sitting on it. So I'm really gonna, whew. Oh my God. See, I don't like doing this, and I'm gonna be responsible for cutting him, you know? Oh my God, it's bad. Whew. Hey, at least he's letting me do it. Alright, I'm gonna clean my blade. This guy can smell it. He had to come over and sniff the ground. Isn't that nice? Alright. I'm going to get some water here on a cotton ball and just wipe his back end off. I got it shaved off, but I'm going to wipe this spot off right there. It's like, it's pussy. I don't know what it's doing back there. Just cleaning all this stuff. Guys, this is gross. Ugh. Okay, now that I got that cleaned up, I'm going to shave out his belly with a tin blade. And go really slow because he can't stand that well, and I don't want him to fall over, but he might fall over anyway. He's not neutered, so I gotta be careful shaving back here. He's actually standing better than I thought he would. It seems like this would be a really easy dog to shave down, but this tin blade it takes so long because I have to, see, it's hard to explain. There's a fine line between scraping the skin with the blade or just kind of hovering over it. See, if you press too hard, you're going to scrape the skin. If you don't press hard enough, you're not going to get any hair off. And that's what makes this tin blade difficult. This takes forever because you have to go over the same spot over and over and over. Because, like I said, you can't really press because it's so sharp. Now, that I've done that, I'm going to go back with the 7 blade in reverse to smooth it out. I just ordered one of those wide 7 blades. If you're a groomer, you know what it is. I've never used one before. I keep seeing them. I don't know if they're any faster. It seems like they'd be harder to use because you can't get in these little cracks as easy, but might be faster. Look who fell asleep in the door crack. I don't think he can hear me. I think he's getting tired. Better work quick before he falls over. Okay, I'm going to take my curved scissors just to round his foot off, make it nice and round. I'm going to cut his nails. ahead and cut his nails, and it's usually good for this. They're really long. His nails are thick. And this dew claw back here. Work my way around to this back foot over here and trim up between his toes. And trim these nails. I like the guillotine style nail clippers, and I cannot find them. So I have to use these. They're not my favorite, but they'll work. Whew, these things are thick. Good. Just trimming up his back foot here. I put my dog out back. He won't stop running around. He's trying to hide from this fly. There's a fly in here. And he's distracting me. So I put him out back. I groom right next to my house. So I have a big fenced in yard. And he can come and go. Plus I have a doggy door out back. He can go in the house if he wants to. Probably gonna go try to look for his sister. She is not here today. These long nails. Get my clippers. Whew. When I first groomed him the first couple of times, I put a muzzle on him for the nails because a lot of dogs don't like their nails cut. He looks like he bites, but he doesn't. So I don't use it now, but when I first, because if you don't know a dog, I mean, you better be careful. I've never been bit. I've been grooming over 30 years. I should change my channel name to The Slowest Groomer in the World. I feel like I am. Like, I feel like I should be done with this dog already. But, because I'm careful. Like, I hate rushing, and it stresses me out to rush. I just want to relax and enjoy my day. I don't make any money that way. But, I mean, I think I am the slowest groomer in the world. That's like, y'all should be glad that I'm editing this video, because if I showed you the whole groom, nobody would be sitting through the whole groom because it would take too long. By the time I wash the dogs, clean up the mess in the tub, sweep up the hair, all the stuff I have to do in between, go get a drink, like this dog, well, it's been 2 hours. Almost 2 hours since he got here. I feel like I should be done by now, but I don't know. It takes as long as it takes, I guess. Super long. My clippers. Cut these. All I have left is his head. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to touch his face at all. We shall see. We got 3 more nails. We're almost done. Almost done. I don't think he can hear me, but he might. A little bit. These really clippers are for small dogs, but they're working. If I want to look for my other clippers, the ones I like, I have to put them away. So I'm not doing all that. So it might be on the other table over there. I gotta shave out the inside of his ears with a 30 blade. Wow, not as bad as I thought. I'm just finishing shaving his neck. You can sit. Sometimes if they have arthritis, they don't want to sit. You know, it hurts to sit down. Sometimes, you know, they feel better just standing. I've had some old dogs that they're here for hours, and they just stand up in their crate back there. They never lay down because they don't want to bend. But you can tell he wants to sit because his back end is going down. Some of them, they just stand up straight. Like, you can't even make them sit. If you want them to sit while you're grooming them, they won't sit down. I got him to sit. Now he can stop wiggling. You can sit. Just stay right there. Good. And I can get this little piece here just sticking out. Just stay right there. There we go. You can relax. Just trimming up his ears. So I think he's a Cocker Schnauzer. That's what he looks like. He could be a cockapoo. But he looks like a Cocker Schnauzer. And Cockers do not grow hair in their ears, but Schnauzers do, and Poodles do. So he doesn't really have any hair in his ears. See, that would come with the grooming, hair plucking, because we pull that hair out because it grows down in the ear. It has to be pulled out. But lucky for him, he doesn't have any. So I'm just going to clean his ears out with some ear cleaner. He might have 1 or 2 strands of hair in there, but I'm not going to torture him for that. We are almost done, and here's the part that I don't want to do, but we shall see. He has really hard crust all over his face, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not pulling on it. Oh my Lord. Guys, it'd be so much easier if you could just keep it wiped off before it gets like this. It's like, oh my God. I feel like, hey, what do y'all think? Do you feel like this is my job? I feel like this is a vet's job. Like, I really don't think I should mess with his face. And y'all can't see it, but you will. It's just crusted so hard. I know. Okay, so a 10 blade is not going to get that off. I'm going to try a 30 blade. Because the 30 blade is really sharp, but at the same time, it's also irritating to his skin because it's so short, but I mean, soaking this is not going to cut it. It's scabs, and I'm not pulling scabs off. I don't know if you can see. Like, seriously. Like, that's a vet's job. I'm not. I'm going around it. Let's see what I can do. No, I have a head camera. I can't get it to connect to the internet. It'll be really good for this right here so y'all can see what I'm doing, but I can't get it to work. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I can't. I don't know. I know. If I can at least get most of it off. Scabs in here, oh my. Put your head up. See, it's all scabs. Ah, we got the front part. See, the thing is, if I pull too hard and I cause pain, he's going to bite the clipper and cut himself. So, I don't know. I'm trying, we're getting there, we're getting there. See, I can't really tell. I think it's a scab that's attached to a skin. I mean, it's a scab. I'm not ripping off a scab. Wow, 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 wow. Put your tongue away. Good considering it looks painful. Hold on. Ugh. I'm not touching that whole piece right there. Hold on to get this bottom piece. Good job. We're getting there. But get this little piece off right there. That little piece right there. I know. Good job. There we go. A little bit more. Ugh. I know. I'm just going to try to scissor some of this off. There we go. Sorry. That is attached. Oh my, that's a scab. Oh no. I'm not touching that. No. All right, I'm done. Okay, so I'm done. I'm leaving. They're actually scabs attached. They're not eye boogers. They're scabs, so that's it. I'm gonna take a cotton ball with some water, wipe his eyes out, see if there's anything I can scissor off. But poor guy. See this right here? His eye is all red under that. I'm not pulling on it, so. All right, we're done here. Okay, look at me. Look at me. All right, guys, we're done. I'm gonna wipe him down with some conditioning spray and dress him up and call his mother. She can pick him up. She lives just a couple houses down, so. I think a lot of groomers will probably not even groom him. So, I mean, I think that's better than what he probably would have gotten somewhere else. Unless, I don't know, maybe some groomers would rip that scab off, but he's going to bleed like crazy. Tell everybody thanks for watching. See, that's barely hanging there. I could probably get that off, but it's all red underneath, and it's going to bleed. Let me find you a bandana. Now, his little friend is back there, who is next up. She's real easy. She's a little, tiny little thing. Ooh, look what I found. We got 4th of July. This just ties on. Do you want to wear that? Yeah, you like that? It's a little big, but it'll work. I gotta use these 4th of July things up. He did good, actually. He did real good. I was surprised. I was nervous. Okay. Let's go. And of course, God, if you're a groomer, you know how this goes. There's always hairs out of place. And they pop out later. And you know he's got hairs on his face, but that's okay. But this I can get off. All right, good enough. Let's go. Let's go.